Hello, speaker people. Let's get Punk out of bed. Mr. Punk, get up. You no good, lazy punk. And why is there an amplifier in the fridge? You are funny. Did you get new speakers? Are you selling the old speakers or are you going to keep them all? You have too many, Mr. Punk. Soon we will not be able to get in the Punk studios. It will be full up with amplifiers and speakers. We will have nowhere to make the show. So please, Mr. Punk, no more.
Morning, AI. Oh, I'm glad to be awake, AI. I had a terrible dream last night. Terrible. I think I had things on my mind. It's all this trouble with the fish and chip shop high-end robbery, where the chicken kebab and the chilli sauce and a couple of battered sausage was stolen from the chip shop in Punktown. So yeah, I've been worried about that, because they still haven't caught whoever done it. So I was worried about that, and I knew on my mind I was doing these Celestians today. So I think I put the two together and had a bit of a nightmare. Because I dreamt AI, very weird AI. I dreamt AI, I went to Punktown, walking through Punktown in my speaker shoes, and everyone saying I did the fish and chip shop robbery. I was the criminal who got away with £13.50 of high-end fish and chip shop items. I was getting the blame, AI. And you know it weren't me, AI. I was indoors with you when it took place, so you know it was nothing to do with me, AI. I wouldn't do that. So yeah, I dreamt I was getting the blame for it. And they were saying they was going to get the police and all that. So I started walking off, and then the police turned up. So, oh, it was terrible, AI. I'm getting the blame. The police turned up, and then they said, "Stop, thief!" So I tried to run, AI. And when I went to run, I couldn't even run. I tried to run from the rozzers and my legs wouldn't move. My feet felt so heavy I couldn't even lift them. And when I looked down, I had the speaker shoes on, but they was Celestion Ditton 66 speaker shoes. So I couldn't even lift my feet. I couldn't run. I was straight away arrested and taken to jail. So yeah, I had Celestion Ditton 66 speaker shoes on and I couldn't even run. So when I woke up, oh, I was so glad it was just a dream. It was an absolute nightmare, AI. It was terrible, AI. I was glad I woke up and I wasn't in jail. Yeah, and I learnt something as well. I learnt that the Celestion Ditton 66, the massive vintage speaker, does not make a good speaker shoe. It is far too heavy and you cannot lift it or walk in it. So, learn from me. If you are making the speaker shoe, use a nice lightweight little bookshelf. So if you need to run from the rozzers, you can. Because in a Ditton 66, you can't, and you will end up in jail like I did in my dream. So yeah, it was terrible. I was so glad I was awake. I had to go downstairs, stroke an amplifier and cuddle some speakers. Cheer me up, AI. Yeah, so if you could do us a bit of breakfast, AI. Thanks, AI. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Just catching up with AI and telling her about my weird dream I had last night. About the Ditton 66s and the high-end fish and chip shop robbery that took place in Punktown. So anyway, let's crack on today with the main event, the stars of the show. And what a pair of stars they are. These are a nice set of speakers. The Celestion F20 floor standers. Now, they're not monster floor standers. They're not that high. But they're a nice set of floor standers. You can pick these up on eBay. Tons of them out there. Don't make that much money. So if you're looking for a nice set of floor standers at a good price for the old bedroom nightclub, these could be right up your alley. As they have got a good sound, they are very nice. Last night, as I was going to review them today, I was using them just to jog my memory a little bit about what they sound like. So, yeah, they sound nice for what they are. For not a lot of money floor stander, they sound nice. They look nice and all, and no, it's not real wood, it is a wrap, but they have got a really nice look to them. They've got a big pull out the back, and yes, you can buy wire them. So that's good. They are 100 watts per channel rated at into 8 ohms. So they can take a bit of power, and they are quite loud. Considering the size of the driver and the tweeter, they're loud. They got a good sound. Very good. They're a lot better than a lot of other budget floor standers out there, I'll tell you. Floor standers from another company that you might pay the same for on eBay or a little bit more are not as good as these. These Celestions are good. Of course they're good. They're made by Celestion. It's a lovely manufacturer. So yeah, they are good. I was playing about with them last night, as you can see on the back. I've had link in one that I didn't take out, and I have took the link out the other one, because I had them running, one in a by wire with some nice cables on it, and the other one was just on one nice cable, and I was doing it from left to right on the balance of my lovely little amplifier. And I do honestly think that with these speakers, the by-wire got a better sound out of them. Sometimes you find that. It might be the crossovers in them, I'm not sure. But I would say on this F20, the by-wire did seem to have a bit of a deeper sound. It just did. It sounded nice. Might have just been me, but to me the by-wire speaker sounded better. And normally I can't tell no difference. But it did sound a bit crisper. And I thought, oh, it's the CD I'm playing. It's more on the right side than the left side. So I changed it over. I by-wired the other speaker and put the other one on a single. So I did it on the other side to make sure it wasn't the CD or my amplifier giving a bit more out of one side. So it was very thorough testing. So I tested again. And yes, to my ears, I think the one that was by-wired sounded a bit richer in its lovely tones. So with this speaker, I would say it likes to be by-wired. A lot of speakers you cannot tell the difference. In the slightest, no difference whatsoever. Some speakers you can tell the difference when they're single and by-wired. And this F20 is one, I think, that likes a by-wire. So yeah, it'd be a great one. By-wired in the bedroom nightclub, oh lovely. Or a bit of tunes in the lounge, yeah, nice. I have even had these running as front speakers on an AV unit, just to do the thorough test. And yeah, they're quite nice on that. And on my AV, you can put it into a by-wire. I done that and they sounded even better. They sounded really nice. So if you've got these and your AV receiver is one that you can click it into the setting where you use 2 channels and it by-wires your speakers, yeah, that's a good one on these. It did give it a richer sound. Not a lot richer sound. I'm plugging the old shop now. It did give it a richer sound. Not a lot, but definitely there was a tiny bit there that I thought by wide was better in this speaker. So yeah, nice speaker by Celestion. Not that old. Don't command that much money on eBay. If you're looking for a floor stander and you don't want to spend much money, I would recommend this little Celestion. Alright, you can get a floor stander that'll rinse these Celestions out, but you're not getting them for the same price as this Celestion. This Celestion is a cheap speaker and it sounds really nice. 'Cause it's a floor stander, it sounds a lot nicer than a lot of bookshelves. You'd have to pay a lot of money for a set of bookshelves that would sound as good as this Celestion. So if you have the room for the Celestion F20 floor stander, I would recommend, as it is nice and it looks nice. I've had it on a few different amplifiers. I've had these a good while and I've used them quite a lot. They was at my mum's house for a while and she was using them. So yeah, they've been well used, and whatever amp you put them on, they seem to sound really nice. So yeah, a good speaker. I would recommend the Celestion F20 floor stander for the money. Do not go and pay a ton of money for a set of these. There are better floor standers out there. But if you get these at a bargain price, they are a win-win, 100%, because they've got a nice sound. They're very detailed, they're good, they're not rubbish. They are far from the terrible speaker. They are a nice speaker, and if you bought some, you would love them and be very happy with them, especially if you got them at a good price. So yeah, if you want the cheap floor stander, this Celestion could be right up your alley. It's a top banana budget floor stander and it gets the thumbs up from me 100%, as long as you don't pay too much money for it. You're right down there, Robin. They're a bit big for you, mate, aren't they? Cool, yeah, they're well tall. I feel like I'm fighting crime in between the skyscrapers of Gotham City. Alright, Robin, what do you think of the Celestions? Oh yeah, I like these Celestions, got a great sound, and they did sound better by wide, I agree with you there. And I like the look of them, they look like a really expensive speaker, they look like they're real wood even though they got that wrap. So yeah, I really like them because we didn't pay that much money for them, and they definitely get the thumbs up from me. And I would recommend them, as long as you don't pay too much money for them. Alright, Robin, that's what I say. I do the thumbs up, not too much money, mate. Think of your own stuff to say, Robin, copying me. Yeah, sorry, but I couldn't think what else to say, so I just said what you said. Yeah, so we turn them round and have a look at the back. Nice, because they're covered in that wrap at the back, so even the backs of these look nice. Nice big port, massive port out the back, so you don't want these right up against the wall. They want to be able to breathe a bit, they want to be off the wall. If you have to have them tight against the wall, where that port booms out, it'll base up on your wall, so put a bit of foam or something on the wall behind them and it'll help with that, but really you want these away from the wall. And as you saw there, I've got one of them with no connection and one of them I left the link in to show. I had one going by wire, one going normal, and the by wire one did sound better, definitely. Only a tiny bit, but it had more depth, more of a richer sound. And no, I'm not sponsored by Richer Sound, but I do like the shop and the lovely man that works in there. So you can see I left the links in one, where I had one by wire and one not, just in case you didn't understand what I meant. The one with the links in only needs 2 speaker cables going to it, like 1 speaker cable, the 2 wires, because it's got the links to the tweeter. On the other side, where the links are not in it, you'd need to buy wire that, so it would need like 2 cables on it, like 4 wires, if you know what I'm saying, to get that one running. But that one without the links did sound a little bit better. It had a richer sound. They should sponsor me, really, innit? Hello, nice man who works in there and plugging your shop. I call him a nice man, but I bet he hates me, 'cause I go in there and get him to set up nice amplifier, nice set of speakers. I have a little listen for 10 minutes. Sometimes you get a coffee. I never buy anything out of there. It's too dear. Don't go in Richer Sounds and buy stuff. Get it on the old eBay. It's so much cheaper. So that lovely man in Richer Sounds, he must go, oh, not him again. He's going to want to listen to something nice, and he won't buy it. So sorry, lovely man in Richer Sounds, for messing you about, but I do like your listening room and listening to all them lovely audio items that you have in your lovely shop. So thank you, nice man. So that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching the Mr. Punk Show. Today's episode was the Celestion F20. Brought to you today by Mr. Punk UK Productions. See you in the next one. Bye. And Robin. What? We won't be outgoing that Richard Sounds no more, mate. That bloke's onto us. He knows that we're going to get him to play something nice and a nice couple of sets of speakers, and we ain't going to buy it. So he hates us, that man in that shop, and he's onto us. We'll have to find another Richard Sounds Robin, another one with a nice man or lady who let us go in that listening room and have a little listen, innit, Robin? 'Cause that man hates us. Yeah, he does hate us. He hates us, that man in the Richer Sounds. Yeah, we'll need to find another one, Robin. We'll go to another one, we'll be alright. Yeah, but what if they've got pictures up of us? Pictures up on the wall. Don't play stuff to these two. Nice Robin and speaker feet. Robin, they're not going to have pictures up on the wall of us saying don't play them anything, are they? Yeah, they will. They'll have most wanted picture. Most wanted for listening. Robin and speaker feet.